Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of The Perspective, where every week we have a special guest who gives us an inside look at Shepherd. I'm today's host, Meagan Smith, along with special guest Dr. Walder, the principal of our school. Today we'll be reflecting on the 2018-2019 school year and looking forward to the 2019 and 2020 school year. Dr. Walder, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So, what are some of the best changes that Shepherd made this year?
This year I think it was really exciting to change a little bit with the seniors, working with them on the exemption of finals. I was really excited how the seniors took this. We're really excited about it from the start of the school year, kind of rewarding seniors for doing what they're supposed to be doing, getting above an 80% in class, which is the most important thing. You prove that you mastered the material all year. And also the fact that if you come to school 90% of the time, I'd like to up that a little bit. I think it's still excusing too many absences, but I think it really worked because second semester at the start of the year, I had a lot of seniors coming to my office and saying, okay, how many can I miss second semester? I want to make sure I don't exceed it. I could save it around prom time so I can still take the Friday off to do my hair and nails and things like that. So that's kind of what we were looking for, is a motivational as well to get kids to come to school. So I think that worked well.
Yeah, I know all the seniors love this new finals thing. It's really great. So the e-learning day that we had earlier this year, how well did it go?
I think it went well for sampling it. The thing that made it difficult is we were making up a day that was in the past. Moving forward, since this was the first time the students got involved with the technology at home and things like that, now on the actual emergency day, the day that it's snow or whatever it is that we have to cancel school, teachers will be ready to send out an assignment right away so we don't have to make it up at the end of the year, so we can kind of stick to the calendar. So that's the best thing about the e-learning day. To me, nothing is better than coming to school, standing in front of a teacher and learn. But on these crazy snow days where we're worried about kids waiting by buses, teachers driving in on these crazy days, we can use them more appropriately to keep our students and staff safe.
Yeah, I for sure think this is a great safety net for snow days, especially in this area where we do get a lot of snow and cold weather.
Yeah, it's getting worse too.
So I'm glad we have something like this now. So what are you most proud of this year?
I think this year what I'm most proud of is when I see the staff and the students working together to improve academically. When I go after school to see an event, whether it's a ROTC event, whether it's a band, show choir, a sporting event, any of the activities, our numbers keep improving with kids involved after school. And I see a lot of our staff members at these games, at these events, and I just think the relationship between the two has improved, and something I'm really proud of.
That's really great that we're now starting to be involved with the school and staff and students. That's really nice.
Yeah, we're working together.
So what are some things that, as a school, students and staff alike should work harder on to make Shepherd a better place?
I think we need to improve academically, our expectations. I think our staff has done a good job of having high expectations, but a lot of the time, whether it's a parent phone call or a student coming to my office, looking to, I would say, take the easy way out, take an easier class. That's one thing that I'm harping on with our students, to just really challenge themselves here. We want school to be fun, but we also want school to be challenging, so we set you up so after you walk across stage in graduation, you have options. It's not just about the diploma, it's about your future. And I think our students have really grasped that, and it's improving, but I would like to see it continue to improve.
So is there something that you would like for the 2019-2020 school year? Is there something that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, what I'm looking forward to, first of all, a lot of our decisions for next year happens after the data comes in at the end of the year, when we start seeing, success rate in classrooms, student retention on discipline, all of those things. We spend our summer planning for next year, but what I like to see is some improvements of getting student voice more involved. I know Ms. Nissim right now we have a student voice group, but we want to add to that, get them involved more in decisions making for future, the e-learning decisions, things like that, senior exams. We're looking forward to kind of possibly restructuring the day next year, where it's almost like every day, not for next year, but it's a year process. We're going to have this discussion moving forward. So all you juniors out there won't be happy with this, but moving forward, our day might look very different when we start and what the day looks like as far as interventions throughout the school day. But I'm really excited about that discussion, changing the way the school looks. We're talking about doing major renovation to the LRC, major renovation to the hallways, taking down some old material that's just been beautiful, but it's had its time, and making it more vibrant for our current students right now. So I'm really excited about a lot of that stuff.
So we've talked about some things in the near future. Are there any changes that are going to be implemented next year for sure that we know?
Not anything different. This year was a big change with the senior exemptions. I know next year resource hour will be switched to Wednesdays for sure. That's decided, so that's a big thing for Shepherd. And also on resource hour days, school will start at 9:30 instead of 9 o'clock. So students will get an extra half hour on Wednesday next year. So that's a major change.
Okay. Thank you for coming in with us today.
Thank you for having me.
This is all the time we have on the first episode of The Perspective. Be sure to come back next week for a new special guest.